Finally, we've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here. Bloodied feathers.
I wouldn't like to meet the bird they belong.
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his... He will soon become a guardian of the mountain. If we want to have any chance of saving Constantine, we must hurry. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
You should not have come all this way, Renaikse. I will not let you near Vimbar.
Sarah, we must see him. We don't have a choice. We saved you. Why have you locked us in the cavern? And why do you now stop us from passing?
In spite of your friendship with these monsters, you helped me. I thought that I had to help you in return. But I learned looking at the paintings that this was Vinbar has heard the calling and even if it breaks my heart, he has done what is right. He maintains no one must stop him. I am his Menundanem. It is now my duty to defend the path he treads.
His path led him to kill Katasach, and now he holds my cousin I'm sorry, Sarah, but no one will keep us from passing.
Eitmo!
To my house! And death to the others!
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
Over there, more feathers. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be with Constantine. We need to find a way to get inside. This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it's obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work. King Vinbar. Why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it! You are too blind, too renaixed to understand.
Leave him! That's enough! Free him!
I cannot. O source of life.
Free him! Damn it!
With him. Your cousin is probably freed from his stone prison.
You're right. Let's go see him quick. Constantine! Wake up, please! I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed. Three days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the fourth time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it, and in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site, a place full of magic. I followed his instructions, and all of a sudden, what an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. Tell me more about this ritual. What did it consist of?
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of what ceremony? I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks.
It seems that Vinbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing voices.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you like the other?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly, of course. I just want to understand.
But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Frictumen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary according to Glendan. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they're going to name a successor. Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, Garants of Katasach. We learned of his death.
Alas, his was not the Your High King, Vinbar. He was taken by He went away into his mountains after killing Katasach and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? Kirtan Sidak. What happened? How could a friend of Katasach do such a horrible thing?
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me any choice. He was at the point of killing my cousin and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nardaig. Perhaps it was for that reason that he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes me. Why? Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what...
You know that I wish to see Enonmil Frichtemann, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to... I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just as sorry...
Rendezvous. We will celebrate his memory as well of Vladnit, Katasach, and now our High King. But in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new... The children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubles. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from... And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping...
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose.
Who will win the vote in your...
I don't know. It is possible that some amazing... If Blagnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this time.
Is there anyone else among those?
Do not take me for someone born last summer. But you shall fail this time. Can I do anything?
I must leave.
Qua Awelams.
What do you seek?
I am the bearer of bad news.
Dead.
And the first Tire. But he was plunged into doubt by your arrival. He was no...
Glendan told me that you would be one of those key...
That's true. If Bladnid was still here, I would have given her my votes, but since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the title and do what should have been done. Drive away the Renaigse and take back our island they want to enslave.
Will you drive us away?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onol Minawi. You will have to pick a side.
I see. If you were to be elected, I would need your help to allow me to meet Enonmil Frichtemann. Only he can help us cure the
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those we want to...
I have my own reason. But you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own.
No. Didn't I give you a mission? Do this favor for me and we will speak again.
Bertir Tumad. I am Dunkas, the Mal and the Donegad of the Yigido. You're very strange for Renaise. Who are you?
My name is Desarde. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugaid Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were on Almanawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us after all. What brings you here on Almanawi?
I'm the bearer of bad news. Vinbar, your High King, is dead.
Ande Voshtire. He was a great king, and a very wise Donegad. We haven't seen him in a long time, but his memory shall be honored.
Glendan told me that you would probably be among those who would want to take his place.
I am not looking for power, but Tirfradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want war, or be motivated by ambition. The Renaise brought chaos with them, and our island has suffered. We cannot change the past. And chasing away those who came does not make sense. The wound is there. Refusing to acknowledge it is pointless. But wounds can be healed, and my clan knows how to do this. So if you're worried about my intentions if I were to become Hoi King, I'll lay them out for you. We must find balance with those from the remote island and live together in harmony. But for this, we must teach the Renaise humility and to respect the earth.
I would like to meet Enon Miel Frictamen in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help me in this?
Your clan has not given me but if you prove my suspicion, the Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past.
What do you want from us?
Not long ago, we clashed with your clan. Your people said that the forest belonged to them and prevented us from entering. We spoke with your Lady Morange, and we almost came. Then an elder from my village poisoned 3 woodcutters. The old man responsible for the deaths, but not by your people. Not until we are sure we can. There is a mine in the forest that the congregation, but digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the end. But some Renaise came back. And I think, and some of my people started going. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going.
Is there anything else?
I must.
What?
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the
I definitely will.
Those guys must have no respect for the lives of their men to start mining again.
Sorry, this is...
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
They broke the stone and started digging under the mountain again. They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sieur de Courcillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business. Pretenders, and hope that they will accept us.
We will need to provide them with our services. Even when they're natives, kings are all the same.
If only there was a way to be certain of the results of this vote. We would only need to convince one.
There is way more at stake in this election than your encounter with Enolmir Frichtemen. It will decide the fate of my people. And it may even decide the fate of yours. Because every king and every queen has their own opinion.
My dearest cousin, you are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be... Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance, seeing them both in the same room. But please, your excellencies, explain to us what brought you here.
Sire, I have come to humbly request your help. We have been sustaining...
Really? Are the natives behind this again? Unless it is those traitors of the gut.
We aren't sure, but it is almost certain that the natives... Governor Burren is hoping that you could send him your cousin.
It would seem that we are in a similar situation. Our city has been sustaining terribly violent assaults, and our Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some help as...
Dear allies, knowing that you are in such a delicate situation fills me with sorrow. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. Regarding sending my cousin, he's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for his life, which is most precious to me. No, I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot, but remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We're so close.
Don't worry about it. You know how important...
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should...
Absolutely, sire. And we thank you both.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine...
Sir de Corsilion.
Decidez, my young student. What can I do?
I've come to ask you about a mine. It was closed for a long time for security reasons. But someone has started exploiting...
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a master mayor. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous... He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did.
Unscrupulous. That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this...
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the... We cannot tolerate such methods. But we must determine the best way to attack. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archive. Don't worry. We'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself?
Looking forward to see...
It seems as though you can't decipher the glyphs of your own people's document.
I get lost in all the legal jargon. But they have Lady Moronge's seal on them. We should find her, to understand exactly what they say.
Good day, dear sir. Happy...
I need your advice one. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain... Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little of what's written, but your seal is on it.
Do not worry. This type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard is the owner of a plot of land located near Vigny. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet the mine which was located on this plot of land has been reopened and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security. This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in New Serene. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some warehouse.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine. Are your boots?
Master Maillard.
Who's asking?
De Sardet. I am the legate of the con...
Well, I'm flattered.
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you... Are you aware that you have no right to operate it?
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. Listen, I'm sure there is a way for us to get it. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes. Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send... Now, Your Excellency, If you were...
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. And you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this...
Come on, don't be so serious, young man. I'm sure it's not... Goodbye, sir.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need.
Sir de Corsilion.
Decidez, my young...
I verified the contract with Lady Mirange. The exploitation of the mine is illegal, without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives. I then went to meet...
So, what did
He turned a deaf ear and tried to
Oh, some of these merchants are so rich that they forget basic... But it's high time we reminded him of who is in charge of the congregation. Here, this is an eviction notice which dispossesses him of all his land for breaching for his crimes against the natives. I will make him aware of this decision, but the prisoners must be freed as soon as possible, and the mine...
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still prove him...
Looking forward...
Sorry, this is private.
I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice signed by the governor's ministers. The former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights due to a breach of
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey the boss's orders.
In that case, where can I find him to notify him?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
Are you looking for
Master Maillard, I'm so glad to... Here is a document from Sir de Corsilion on behalf of... Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, the methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Tearford...
Impossible! By what right? Guards, this man threatens me. To my help! And death to the
Drink a potion.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
These people were monsters. I wouldn't cry over them. Come now, let's go free my brothers, and we can tell Dunkas everything.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
We must believe that not all Lugir blow or alike.
He is an Almanawi. That's why he understands us. Thank you. We will not forget you.
What brings you?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and he will be banished.
Yes, those you freed told me. From you knew how to renew my trust in your clan.
Thank you, Dunkus. I'm honored. Will you give us the old man now?
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Enough blood has been spilled, and he will only call for more, since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Every day until the end of his life. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Corsilion that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank you, Dunkus. It's a wise sentence.
Is there anything else?
I would like to meet, and if you were elected.
You are a Karants of our clan. I would be glad to help you meet Enon Milfrichteman. But you should know that my election is far from certain. The spirits are divided, and some are thirsty for revenge.
Would there be a way to make sure that you get...
I do not like the idea of using such a man. The High Kings of old wore a legendary crown, said to be the one who became the first guardian, is believed to have taken it with him. If someone were to wear it in these troubled times...
And where can I hope...
In the burial mound of the High Kings near the village of Vignamri. But it is, and that its entrance, situated near a large dead tree, is guarded by an Nadaeg Maga. It is a deeply holy place. If you do decide to go there, fill your...
Now we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Enon Milfrichteman?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the...
And death to the others!
No magic left. Drink the potion.
What are you doing there? Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders. And you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so, do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Deirdre is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtem, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
Sorry, Deirdre. I believe someone other than you must become the High King.
Someone more easily manipulated, who will obey the orders of the Renaigse, no doubt. Too bad. You leave me no choice. I have come to take that crown, and I won't leave without it. Enough! I accept my defeat. Take this crown. I am not worthy to wear it, so it seems.
So it seems indeed. We will meet again at Dorhad Genadu. Until then, Deirdre.